Good afternoon. So yeah, I'm back at Southbourne again, third week in a row, which is, it's not like me actually. I'm normally I don't like staying to the same spot, but do you know what, people are catching cod here and I'm not, so I'm back. I'm gonna keep coming back to either I catch a cod or they stop catching them. But yeah, it's windy down here actually. Hopefully the camera can hear me okay. Don't have my microphone, so it's just a GoPro today. But do you know what? There's not an angler on the whole of Southbourne Beach. And it's about 6 o'clock in the evening. Not a single one, all the way along. So, I don't know if I'm missing something, but we'll find out. So yeah, I'm back. I'm going to try for a cod, but it's not like I'm not going 3 rods out just for cod, which I probably should, but I still love catching my rays. And I'd love a sole tonight, another one, because I caught a few here last time but didn't take one home. But I'd love to try one and try and cook it and eat, and just try one. So yeah, 3 rods. I'm going to have a cod bait out that way, which is predominantly just going to be squid. That's what they're being caught on, that and ragworm. In the middle I'm going to have a ray bait. Excuse me. And I'll probably alternate between big and small, but I'm going to stick to mainly big because I can catch small rays here for fun, and they are fun, but I'd like a bigger ray. And then to the right hand side, or that way, I'm going to have just a 3-hook flapper ragworm out, and we're going to stick with size 1 hooks, but I might swap the bottom hook to a size 4 if I've got any. Pretty sure I have. And then we're going to try for a sole, but anything else really, plaice, cod, bass, rays, anything would take a ragworm, won't it? So yeah, just can't understand why there's no one else here. Got here last week, albeit a couple of hours later, and it was rammed, like as far as you can see both ways. So yeah, peaceful night tonight. I'm running solo as well, so no one with me tonight. Means I can concentrate on the fishing a bit more. But yeah, I think it's about, yeah, just gone 6 o'clock now. It'll be dark in an hour unfortunately, but it's nice to get here while daylight and get some filming done. I'll probably show you what baits I'm using through the night, as I always do. And yeah, let's hopefully get into some fish tonight. Cool, just going to carry on setting up and I'll catch you in a bit. So first, what I like to do quickly is just get one bait out, and normally a 3-hook flapper with ragworm on, because where ragworm catches almost anything, I love to just get a bait out immediately, and then I'll set my shelter up. I'll start preparing better baits and stuff. So I'm just going to show you how I bait up today. So apologies for anyone that you know what you're doing with baiting up and stuff, but there's plenty out there that are new, so we're going to try and show them today. But it won't take long. Hang on, let me get rid of that. So I'm going to bring it down to the baiting table. You can probably see, I might zoom in now. Perfect. I really hope you can hear me today guys, but if you can't, then I can't do much about it at the moment. Rig will help. So I'll be using a 3-hook flapper rig today that I made myself, 2 up and 1 down. If you're just starting out, I'd suggest using a 2-hook flapper because you can get tangled quite easy on a 3. This rig did get tangled last time, but it's not as choppy, so we'll see how that goes tonight, and then I'll amend the rig if need be. So I'm just using a baiting needle. Badly. There you go, it's number 1. I would normally tip them with a bit of squid, just a tiny little square on the hook, but I don't have any out at the moment, so yeah, sorry, I'll just show you actually. This is a baiting needle, Old school fishermen don't use them, but I do because I'm not very good at feeding the worm on. And they've got a tiny little hole in one end, and the idea is you put your worm on a baiting needle and then you put the hook in the hole like that, and then you can put some tension on the line and just slide the worm up and over. It's quite quick and easy. Shall I show you now? So I normally go in the worm just under the head and try and feed it up without poking it through the sides, but I'm not very good at that. There you go, so you've got the worm on there, the hole's at this end. There we go, straight up and over. That's really badly shown there. There you go, we'll leave a bit of worm proud on that one. So that was not how to do it. Hook number 3. Hands all slimy now, I don't even have a towel out yet. So, just under the head. Feed it all the way through. We'll do it properly this time. Hook in the hole. Put some tension on the line and just feed it up and over. And what I'm doing with my right hand that's on the needle, as soon as I get there, I try and grab the end of the hook if I can, and then that way I can pull the worm down gently, keeping hold of the hook. Hopefully that's a bit clearer this time. And there we go, free worm. So my favourite trick is always forgetting to defrost the squid. So what we do in a minute, I'll fill some water up with seawater, drop a bag in, and it defrosts in about 2 minutes. And what I do, I'll just cut some bits off that I know I'll need that later. And the heads are definitely great bass bait. And then I'm just going to cut some little chunks off of here. That. And all this is to do is to stop the worms wriggling off the end of the hook. I feel it works. It certainly doesn't stop you catching fish, so it's worth a go. Just it's all slimy, and my towel's in the bottom of my bag. I didn't get it out, so that's going to be fun in a minute. I'm trying to rush to get this first bait out. There we go, let's get her out. So that was an absolute shocking cast. But they do say Southbourne you don't need to cast far. You definitely don't. So that's a good job with that one. But ideally 40-50 yards they say, around by the bistro area. That's where I do most of my casting, to be honest, because there's a sandbar there, and I think you either go over the sandbar, which I can't get that far yet, or you come this side of it, which is hopefully what I just found, but we'll find out. So I'm going to get I'm just going to get everything set up now, the shelter, and then we'll bait up a second rod and we'll keep going. It won't take long, probably 15 minutes, and we'll be ready to go. Right, now for the cod bait. So I'll stop my camera in the tent because it's just so windy out there. Hopefully you could hear me for the whole setting up an intro, but I can't do much about it now. I'm missing a part of my microphone, that's why I don't use it at the moment. So I'm just going to go whole squid for this. People catching cod on whole squid, so we know it works. And on here we have a homemade rig. Well, I made it some time ago, and it's just like all the rigs I use on the beach really, apart from the flappers. It's a pulley panel. I think that's a 6.0 with a 3.0 circle hook for the panel. About 2 foot snood length, bead, pulley, bead, and then a clip down weight clip, 6 ounce weight. Really simple. Oh, it's so windy, my bait elastic's going everywhere. Come on. There we go. So might as well wrap it all the way up. It's only for really casting. Once it's in the water, I don't really care what it does, as long as the hook stays in it, which it will. And then we've got the panel hook at the top, so it's like that. And then you ease the bait off. Bring the hook down. Gonna stick it in the other way. And then the other hook. It's literally that. There you go. One very quick cod bait. Spot on for, I mean, you get congers, bass, cod on that. You get some rays really, but I don't generally catch rays and squid as much, but I have done. Right, so while we've still got some light, I'm going to show you how I bait up for rays. So yeah, sorry to my subscribers, it's probably seen this 20 times now, but I do like to show it for the newer guys, and I will create a separate video so I don't have to show it every time I go fishing. But I'm quite hopeful of a ray tonight, so I'm going to show you the rig and the bait. So start with, I use one of these weight clips. It's got the bend in it that we can hook the bait into, and then we've got about 2 foot of 60-pound mono there, and on that we've got bead, pulley, bead. We go into a swivel, just under 2 foot here of 40-pound Indonesia. And then for the hooks, I've got the 2.0 Casaman there, which if anyone wants to know exactly what it is, let me know and I'll link it. And then for the panel, I've got the 2.0 Quake circle hook. So as you can hopefully see, one squid normally does 3 sand eels. These sand eels are way too big. I normally do this bait about the length of my finger. Got quite big fingers, but not that big. So what I'll do, I will cut these there, and I'll take the squid head off, and we'll use that on the 3-hook flapper later. And then I'll match the squid length to the sand eel length, and I'll just cut the end off normally, and we use that to tip off the worm. Cut that into little pieces. Lovely, so they're kind of matching the size now. I use a baiting needle like this, only loosely though. Oh yeah, so I've got to cut the squid first. So go down the line of squid lightly. Don't need the guts. We're only making a small bait here, so we don't need to chuck it in there. And I normally cut this into sort of 1 centimetre strips. A lot of people, they go too big baits for rays, unless we're targeting massive rays, which I never see any caught down here. There's just no point. And then what we're doing, we're making a few of these up, and then we can elastic them onto the hook quickly later. So then I'll get the baiting needle, I'll just lay a bit of squid on top. Sand eel on top of that, like so. And I use quite fine to medium bait elastic for the smaller baits. Very cack-handed, as I always say. But we start wrapping that. Doesn't have to be too tight. We're going to wrap it onto the line and the hook later anyway. We just slowly wrap it up the bait needle, and you might need to slide it down to get the last bit in. Like that. And there we go. If you want to, I'll go with scissors there in the sand. And just trim off any bits if you really care. Don't need to, but. And there you go. That to me is a perfect ray bait, especially for Southbourne, Christchurch area. Lovely. So there you go. We've got our 3 wraps. We only really need one of them now. Just put 2 of them away. Had to put the light on already. Look. Crazy, nights are drawn in so quick. So yeah. Right, so what I normally do, I normally get the hook and I put it down in between the sand eel and the squid, and there'll be a nice ridge there. Oh, this is so slimy today. Hopefully missed it because my eyesight's going. There you go, it's like that. Hopefully you can see it. I'm struggling to see it myself. And then we give it another wrap. Again, don't have to go too tight, but I like to wrap it around the hook shank to keep it where I want it. And then we'll go up to the top. And that's it really. Do you know what, I didn't have the camera on because I haven't had any bites, but I thought I'd bring in the ragworm and just change the baits over, and yeah, look what we got. Little small-eyed ray. So funny enough, last time I was here, well, last 2 times I've been here, I've had ragworm out all night on both trips. Haven't had a single ray on the ragworm, it's all come on the sand eel. So this actually took the ragworm tonight. But yeah, not too bad. Nice little fish to start with. Still early, I mean it's what, 7:15, so I'm happy with that. I mean, not quite a daytime fish, but anyway, look at him. Lovely little things, aren't they? Look. Gonna get him back in then, and yeah, let's get some bait on and get back on it. Lovely, good start. So yeah, wow, great start. I love it. I just love catching rays. I don't care how small they are, or how big they are, or what species they are. I just love catching them, especially from the beach, you know. I was out Monday on a sieve, and hopefully the video will be up by the time you see this one. And yeah, I had 3 rays there, small eyes again, but had a good £12 full PB. But I just love them, love them. So I'm going to quickly get ragworm back on this one, get it back out. Hopefully not going to get plagued by little rays all night. I like some sole as well, but you know, I'm not complaining. Yeah, so it's windy, which I like. It's bringing up some chop, which is good, but the seaweed isn't great. It's a kind of long stringy stuff, so it's not affecting the bait, so it's absolutely fine really. But what it is doing is getting caught in around shock leader knot, so when I get to that certain point, the seaweed catches in the top eye and just jams it. So if we get a decent fish on and that happens, I'm gonna have to run up the beach with it, because if I put the rod down, get the seaweed off, takes the tension off the line, I might lose the fish. I mean, yeah, it depends what it is, you know, but no chances. What I had to do last week, it was the same thing last week, and I just ran up the beach when I had quite a nice ray last week. But I think I found a gully here, and that's good. So I'm putting that smaller ray bait in there now and just seeing if we pull anything out of it, because all 3 rods, that's the only rod now that is bouncing a bit more. So I think the water's rushing through, which is a good thing, but we'll see. Right, I'm going to bring in the squid now. Definitely nothing on the end of it, but I'm going to bring it in and refresh it and get it back out, and then yeah, I'm going to try and relax for 10 minutes I think. So we've got a sole on here. It seems to have a headpiece on. What is that? What is all that? Can you see it? It's got bells on it. It is it's somebody's bikini bottoms. Very strange. Nice little sole, probably about 20 centimeters long, definitely not a meal's worth, so we're getting back in. But yeah, nice one. I'll come chat to you in a minute. So we just had quite a small little sole, probably about 20 centimeters. but to be honest, it's quite welcome. It's been, I mean, what are we coming up to now? Time, I don't know what time it is, but it must be gone 11 o'clock at night, and it's just been dead since that very first ray. But did get a bit of a strange catch. With the sole came somebody's bikini bottoms. Very nice. Thought it was a lot heavier. Thought, oh, we've got a ray here, and just a big pair of cacks. Lovely. Bending rod. Let's have a look at this. There we go, guys. Finally, it's turning on now. So I've swapped all sorts of baits around and tried a double sand eel, and this came straight in. I've never even done a double sand eel before, but he's a bit of a chunk actually. He's a bit heavier than I thought it was going to be. This one come in, but yeah, happy with that. Hopefully the fishing picks up now. But yeah, I'm quite pleased with him. He's not bad size, look. Lovely. Just going to show you my live stream and then we're getting back in. Lovely fish. Good photo of this one. Let's get him back. So yeah, that ray was a nice surprise, wasn't it? You know, I've never used a double sand eel as bait before, but as soon as I put that on there, it pretty much worked within 10 minutes. So it's just one of those nights tonight. I've tried every bait combination I can think of. I've tried all different casting distances. I've swapped all the rods around and baits around, and it's just a slow night. So the double sand eel works. So I've got that back out on the left hand rod. Can't see, it's behind me. The middle rod, I'm just about to put this what I'd say is a lovely cod bait out, but it's not worked at all tonight. But this is what they're being caught on, so I'm just going to keep persevering with it, and hopefully one cod will just swim past and I'll get lucky. And then yeah, the right hand rod, I'm really surprised how quiet that is. A flapper rig with ragworm at Southbourne, it never fails. But you know, I mean, it has caught a sole that you didn't see and a very small ray, so it, you know, it has worked, but just expect a bit more of it, that's all. But anyway, I'm going to keep plugging away till we finish and hopefully get a couple more fish. Let's get this bait out though. So that's it, I've had enough really. I've put new baits on all 3 rods. I'm now packing up, so we'll give it another 15 minutes and then I'm going to pack the rods up and go home. So just been a tough night really. I've worked hard today. I've really changed baits continuously. Hasn't been a relaxing one, but you know, just some days go like that, don't they? So that ray earlier was a lovely size though, so I'm quite pleased with that. That kind of made the session for me. Would love to cod, but to be fair, 2 out of 3 targets, not bad, is it really? But just can't believe how quiet it is. Yeah, I mean, Southbourne with a 3-hook flapper and ragworm normally, you know, keeps you busy, but not tonight. Anyway, let's get packed up and I'll catch you at the end and say goodbye. He says that and he gets a slack liner. Might be something on here, but we'll see. Typical, as we're packing up, they turn up. Another little small-eyed ray. Yeah, little small-eyed. He's I'll tell you what, he gave a bend in the rod for something that's not very big. But yeah. I've still got to go home. I'm not going to suddenly start fishing. The problem is the rays, they're quite slow coming. Even when I caught 7 here the other day, it's sort of 1 an hour. So yeah, that's 3 rays though. I mean, that's not too bad, is it, for a beach session? That's quite happy with that. It's a good little ending, that one. But yeah, what a little fight he just gave. So I'm gonna get him back in then. I might even chuck the bait back in. It's not in a great state, but it's better in the water than out because I'm still packing up other rods. So yeah, I'll chuck the bait back in and then get him in and pack up. So I just got to come back and say that ray, that tiny ray, just took a quadruple sand eel on my bigger rig with my 2.0. How bizarre. Put all these silly little baits out for these smaller rays, and it's just taken a quadruple sand eel. Oh. I've just put it back out, but it's not in a great state. But like I'm saying, I'm just going from right to left, and that was my left hand rod. So I'm going to carry on packing up, and well, hopefully I'll see you again with another fish. But the way it's been going, probably not. But we'll see. Right, so that's me all packed up and back in the truck now. So yeah, do you know what? I was packing up and I was feeling a bit gloomy about tonight. I don't really know why, because I've still had, you know, 2 out of 3 target species today. I've had 3 rays and 1 decent one as well. You know, that's a good size ray, that. And then 1 sole, and that's not a bad night's fishing really. So I don't know why I'm feeling glum. I think it's just been such a long night and hard work, constantly changing baits and tactics and thinking of, you know, what to do and stuff like that, that I haven't relaxed at all. So it feels like a lot of work and not so big reward, I suppose. But no, thinking back on it, I'm really happy that session. So yeah, don't know, just tired. And it's always a long pack up at Southbourne. Everything's covered in sand, and you've got the long walk back up the slope and stuff. So that's all done now. So just time to get home, try and get some sleep, and then clean all my gear tomorrow, and then ready to go again, really. So fishing wise, I'm probably done with Southbourne for a little while. Not sure though. I'm not saying definitely, but I'm not going to keep chasing cod here, because I'm pretty confident in the winter I'm going to get one on my boat anyway. So I'm not that desperate. But I mean, you know, in the next couple of weeks, if loads of cod start coming out here again, you know, I don't know, I might come back down. But otherwise, I'm out in a week's time on the Sib, so it's going to be something a bit different. I'm going to try a bit of squid fishing this year. Really enjoyed a little bit of it I'd done last year, but I left it too late. So this year, the season's just starting now, and yeah, I'm going to get stuck into that. So don't worry, I'm not going to replace all my other fishing with squid fishing. It's just like an extra, really. I'm still going to be doing my beach fishing and my normal boat fishing. But so yeah, next week I'm out with Kev, and we're going to go out from Weymouth on the Sib, but looking for some decent sized squid. So that'd be quite interesting. I've never done it from the boat before, and I've never been to Weymouth before on a Sib, in the Sib. So yeah, all new. Looking forward to trying something different for a change. After that, beach fishing, I'm probably going to look at Chesil, but I don't know, I might be able to sneak another beach session in first, and that'll probably be, and I'll say it's not going to be here, but again, like I said, if cod start showing up here again, I might come down and try again. But otherwise, I might go back to Christchurch way. I quite enjoy it out there, and the rays seem to be a bit bigger in general. Well, they certainly were last year. So yeah, there's still plenty of fishing to come. So thanks for watching, guys. Please remember to like and subscribe. I'm hoping by the time this video goes out, I'm going to be on 1,000 subscribers, but if not, I'll be very, very close. I think I'm 18 away as we speak now, so that's not bad. Yeah, really good. The channel's doing quite well now. I've had my break. I got punished by YouTube for it, and the algorithms are pretty shocking. My videos aren't getting many views at the moment, but it won't take long. We'll pick it back up. The fishing's good, you know, catching plenty of fish. So I just need to be consistent again, and yeah, we'll start growing the channel a bit quicker. But thanks for everyone that supports. Thanks for everyone that joined my live tonight. Shame you guys missed the biggest fish pretty much, but that's how it goes. Yeah, so thanks again, and I'll catch you in the next video. Thank you.